TMG.
Let's move on to the heavyweight division. There's two fights in there. It was two fringe fights. Obviously, the big fight we know what we're looking at, and they're probably like fifth downwards in the pecking order of heavyweight. So we got Ruiz beats Arreola and Parker versus Chisora. What were your takeaways from both fights?
Ruiz Arreola was actually a surprisingly good fight.
Yeah.
When it was on pay-per-view, I was sickened, but somehow it did good numbers. I think they did like, I can't even remember, but apparently, that's why. So fair play to them. But Arreola's 40 years old, by the way,
and he's asking for a rematch. You know?
But to be fair, that's like the best Arreola's looked in. God knows. But he actually boxed pretty well. And obviously he dropped Ruiz in the third round. Ruiz, the performance wasn't too great. Second half of the fight, he picked it up a bit. The thing with Ruiz, up close, he's a good boxer. Like the way that he puts his shots together, his technique. Even though he didn't land too cleanly on Arreola this fight, but he's a good boxer. I like his style up close. But with him, simply, if you have height and reach over him, which a lot of heavyweights will, you can just box him. Yeah, you can just box him on the back foot, and because he's so fat and he's got slow feet, he's not going to be able to get in on the inside. Just keep him at the end of your jab, and you'll have quite an easy night's work. But Arreola obviously came to have a tear up, and Arreola's tough, so he took a couple. Ruiz didn't catch him flush too often, but
they were even talking rematch afterwards. But I don't want to see that fight. I wouldn't want to see that fight again.
Ruiz needs to move on. We can allow him because he hasn't fought for a long time, and then he lost weight, new trainer, all that stuff. But generally, yes, if he wants to get back in the mix, he's saying that he's the third best in the world. So if he's claiming that, then you have to up your level of opponent.
I've never heard Ruiz linked to a Tyson Fury fight, or has he been linked to Wilder yet?
Well, there's been talks of Wilder. But I don't know.
I think that would be bad. Ruiz Wilder as a matchup, it does not. I don't think.
I don't know. I actually don't know. I like the fight. I would like to see that. Don't know.
If Wilder, it's just about the distance. I think Wilder's reach can really affect him in that fight.
Yeah, it could. But the thing is, Wilder does give you opportunities to come inside.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
If Ruiz gets inside on Wilder, it'll be interesting.
Some hits.
Can Wilder deal with Ruiz's pressure, especially on the inside?
It'll be interesting.
Yeah,
I would back Wilder, but it will be interesting.
I mean, yeah, Ruiz, he looked probably in early rounds a bit rusty. A long layoff. He hasn't fought since, I believe, December 2019. Like Ace said, new trainer, even though he's a great trainer. And then Eddie Reynoso. So had some things to work out, and he got wobbled a lot, especially after he got knocked down a few times. Like Arreola hurt him quite a few times. But then eventually Ruiz's superiority shone through. His hand speed, especially for that size, is amazing. Like the combinations, man. The 1-2-3s he throws, left, right. Like when you're in the pocket with him, when you're on the inside, when he's inflicting letting his hands go, it's actually a sight to see. I even saw a clip of his brother as well. Apparently he's like 300 pounds. His brother was a heavy bag, and his hands are great as well.
Swear.
But why are they so big, Doug?
I actually don't know.
He said the dedication to the sport, the diet is part of it, and nutrition. They're not. Even though, to be fair, Ruiz apparently came in 256 pounds. Which I think was like 11, 12 pounds lighter than it was for AJ.
The second AJ fight, he did not.
I beat AJ the first time.
Oh, because the second AJ fight, he did not take seriously.
Ruiz, if you can get he's at 256. He get to like 245, somewhere around that 240. That's probably be his best weight. He might lose a bit of purchase on his punches, but in order for him to move around, to help with his footwork, blah blah blah. And I'd expect Reynoso, Eddie, to look at that sort of thing and hopefully to be able to implement that into his fights going forward. But yeah, I mean, there's no point in rematch Arreola. Even though Arreola did knock him down and hurt him, after that, Ruiz pretty much won all the other rounds, essentially. So it was a wide victory in the end. So if he wants to get to fight these bigger guys like the Usyk, Joyce, whoever wins, Wilder, maybe even Joseph Parker again, I'd probably like to see him and Joseph Parker again.
Is Joyce and Usyk in the books yet, or is it? Is that it's just pending?
It's pending due to subject to Fury and AJ, innit?
I'll take Usyk on that.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll take Usyk on that.
That's a very close fight.
I'll take Usyk. I think Usyk's style and his slip boxing is maybe too quick for Joyce. I would say
Usyk has beaten him before in some sort of semi-pro kind of what's it called? Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but yeah.
I remember seeing that because I have that clip saved in my.
He beat him up. He beat him up. Not he didn't knock him down. I don't think, but it was just
it was a pamming.
It was he beat him up still. Just landing. It was landing.
Yeah. To be fair, even Joyce against Dubois, I think Dubois tired out, and then Joyce just kept on giving him that jab.
I like Joyce though. I like him.
Yeah, he's a good fighter.
I think
he's got
I favour
the
him.
know-how.
I favour him against Usyk. To be honest, I do. Just slightly.
I mean, yeah,
slightly.
I think it would be a lot closer than people would think, because a lot of people just say Usyk, undisputed cruiserweight, blah blah blah, amateur supremo. He's gonna outclass Joe Joyce, and I don't think it would be as wide as people think. So the fight would be a lot closer. But obviously Ruiz won and Parker won. I'd like to see that happen.
Parker's already beaten him.
Yeah, but
it was
that was
close.
a close fight.
It was close. Yeah,
gone either way.
Could have still.
I would like to see them run it back again.
Mm.
Because they're basically in the same position.
Funny thing is with Parker
Or Dylan White as well. He's another credible guy.
Parker's never Parker doesn't get knocked down. I haven't seen him get knocked out.
Dylan White knocked him down.
Did he knock him down? Did he knock him out?
No, not out.
Parker's just around. He's just there.
You know what it is with Parker? Even with the Chisora fight, there's something about him. You can see the technique is there.
Yeah.
You can see he's got fast hands. His ring IQ's decent. So like he has the makings to be like a good heavyweight boxer, but there's something about him. He's just too nice.
Yeah.
When he should let his hands go, like with spite and venom, it's just like he's happy to be there instead of like he wants to do you damage. Like
He doesn't
even
get a lot of stoppages, does he?
Right.
yeah, it's okay. It's not a bad percentage, but
29 wins, 21 KOs. It's not bad.
He went
it's
12
not
with
bad.
Joshua.
yeah, he went 12. But even with that fight, he didn't really come to damage. He's just like, let me see the 12 rounds, and then I've got a good payday.
You're coming from New Zealand to fight Joshua in the UK.
He
The
was
way you're
happy
going to
with
win
the
has to
payday.
be a knockdown. You're not going to beat him on the scorecard like
He was
that.
just happy to come and see the 12 rounds, be like, I'm the first one to not get knocked out by Joshua. I've got a good payday. I'll go back to New Zealand and I'll come again.
Because he's promoting him, especially promoting, they're talking big, saying AJ's, I think, what are they saying? AJ's quit or blah, 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 has been knocked down, knocked out. They don't feel that they could do that. But you know how people do, they talk the talk. To be fair, they build up the fight as part of the game. When it comes to it, the actual fight,
He came there just to be. It came for the ride. You know, those guys, they're just happy to be at Wembley.
He was happy. He was just happy.
Just say hi, put the sign up, say hi to mum. That's what Parker just did there, man. Get the payday and cut.
No, just
Only White has spite. Out of those, man, White is the one that I would say has the real spite in his heart. But
He does.
But I don't see him beating both of them. Like, I just don't see how he'll beat Fury, and he's already lost to Joshua. So
Yeah. I mean,
and he's so susceptible to get knocked out as well. So.
I mean, White. I don't see him being Fury, and I don't really see him being AJ though.
Yeah, same.
I think he could beat Wilder, but that would too.
I don't think he can beat. I don't think White could beat Ruiz.
I think he can.
I think he'll beat Ruiz.
That'd be a close fight though.
That would be a very good fight.
I think Ruiz catches him.
They both have like flaws, like severe flaws.
I think Ruiz catches him.
They're both like around. Ruiz at 6'2", White's at 6'4". That'd be a good fight. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it would be.
They should make that happen, man. Get the man on the phone. But obviously, White probably wants Wilder, doesn't he?
Wilder or Ruiz? He said, you mentioned Ruiz because I was seeing some talks about that. So to help build his American reputation. I'm not too fast, but yeah, with the Parker Chisora, how did you score that? Because that was close.
I had Chisora winning.
Yeah,
I had him 1 round up, to be honest. 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's
I
I had Chisora winning, scoring 8-6.
Yeah,
I think Chisora tired out though.
he did, but he was the aggressor most of the fight.
For most of the fight, he knocked him down.
Exactly.
I feel with Chisora, and I remember Samo said it, like he smothers his work. So
He does.
For judges,
It's hard.
it's hard
on the eye.
It's
Yeah.
hard to score, and then, especially when you fight someone like a Usyk and a Parker, technically good, fast hands, looking all skillful, blah blah blah. And they look to be landing the clearer, cleaner punches. Like I felt sorry for Chisora because he was landing a lot of body punches, but I could see other judges not really seeing that. You know what I mean? Because whether it's getting deflected, like it's hard to see. Whereas other guys, their stuff is clear as day. They've landed, blah blah blah, and so that does go against Chisora. But I thought he won the fight. I mean, they should do a rematch. I did too. They said they're gonna do a rematch, but I thought he won the fight.
Who's gonna pay? Who you paying? Unless it's an undercard, no one's gonna try and see that.
In terms of getting the same numbers would be hard, but for the boxing purists, the guys want to see it. I think Parker said they'll give him a rematch because I don't think even Parker felt he won.
Yeah, Parker said if it went either way, he wouldn't have been upset. See?
That's just a nice guy. You can't
He's
be
so
a nice
nice.
guy.
He's so nice.
You can't be a
He's
nice
honestly
guy
so
in this
nice.
division.
Yeah,
He's too nice, man.
Andy Lee needs to pour some spite into him because he needs to make him.
But you're like this already. If you're like this now, how are you gonna change?
It may be too late, but I thought Chisora winning 8-6. I mean, he done. It was like I said, he was aggressor, a lot of body punches, and I respect people who commit to the body, and that's why someone like Canelo is so good, and they commit to the body, commit to the head, their diversity in punches. A lot of people, even at the highest level, a lot of people they don't really have that diversity of punches, and so you can when they fight at the highest level, you can kind of telegraph what they're gonna do. They become predictable. The real top level guys, they're unpredictable. They can go both ways, and so like you said, when Canelo went to give him an uppercut, but he didn't know if it was going to his body. It went to his head, and that's all she wrote. You know what I mean?
It's tech. It's techie, man. Let's talk about the crown jewel in boxing right now. I hope you know what the crown jewel is. They've booked the fight now. It's going to be in Saudi Arabia, so there's going to be money men behind that. So AJ,
The
Fury,
Arab money. Rowdy in Saudi.
They missed out on a big opportunity. He should have banged this in the Wembley. It would have done numbers.
When?
Summer. August.
I mean,
90k, man. Forget restrictions. 90k. Fury, AJ, Wembley. That would have gone off.
Would the governor allow it? But to me, they said restrictions end 21st of June, so maybe. But I think just the money wasn't there for the money that they were asking to be paid.
Definitely not.
Compared to what's
Who's the ace had in this fight?
Joshua.
Yeah, Joshua's the ace had.
Oh, Fury.
100%.
But Fury's got the belts though.
No, AJ's got the belt.
AJ's got the belts. Fury's got one.
Fury's got one. Oh yeah, he's got one.
The lineal championship.
The lineal
So
champion.
he says.
And Fury's got the Americans on board.
I mean, in terms of who's seen as the number one in the division, yeah, people, especially after he beat Wilder, people mostly see Fury. In terms of who's the bigger draw, who puts more bumps in seats, eyeballs, is AJ. So
By far.
Yeah, people love AJ, man.
AJ's
the king, man.
Second biggest draw in boxing.
Who's the first?
Canelo.
yeah.
Oh, it's AJ.
Eddie Hearn's got both of them.
He's got both, man.
He's
Earn with Hearn,
Wait.
fam.
Canelo's with Hearn?
Yeah,
he's
but he's on a
separate.
fight by fight
Yeah.
basis though, or 2-fight deal, something like that.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, but Hearn is the money. Hearn is the money man. He makes things happen.
He does, man.
That's dope. That's why I like Hearn over all of these guys.
He's the one that's making things happen.
He just makes things. Frank Warren, man, his stable has just been getting L's.
Frank.
left and right.
He's trying to
Frankie boy.
Fight. He's saying, he's not going to sign unless the purse is guaranteed by a bank or something along them lines. They said yesterday or today.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why has he been like this?
These men.
That's why Eddie Hearn is taking. Don't let Fury go and join
They're
Eddie.
messing themselves up because they've kind of, publicly they've kind of said like it's basically Eddie Hearn doing all the work.
Yeah,
You know,
it is.
That's what they're saying publicly. Behind the closed doors, I don't really know, but so they're kind of not trying to give him the credit if you know what I mean. Like they're just kind of trying to put up obstacles to the fact they made.
Isn't there another there's another person involved?
Bob Arum.
Bob Arum.
Robert Aaron.
I don't know why he's involved in it. Is it just for the American fans?
He's just chatting crap. It's because he's Fury's American representative, innit?
It's just
So
when you get too many
ESPN.
chefs, man. It's
Trust me,
above, man.
it does, man. It does.
And it's just delaying it. We just want the fight to happen, man. I just want to see it because regardless of whatever happens, we're getting a rematch. Even unless someone gets knocked out in the first minute, which is not going to happen.
I heard talks like a few weeks ago, and that might not necessarily be the
Yeah,
case.
they might remove it from the contract,
Yeah.
the rematch clause. So it's just a lot. It's just.
Who's pushing for? Who's?
I actually don't know. I actually do not know. But at the moment, it's annoying, man. It's frustrating.
it's even to
frustrating.
the point we've been talking about this fight for so
Exactly.
long. I don't want to get exhausted and something else comes along.
It's still not signed.
Because remember that day where you said you got the ESPN notification
Yeah.
phone? I thought it was done.
I got the sign that it's gonna happen in Saudi today.
I saw it as well this morning earlier when I was working. I was thinking, damn, the fight is here. Then I read it.
Yeah, man.
These guys are boy. They put the headlines out thinking those what's it called, those catchy
That's actually
headlines.
happening. I'm
And then you
I'm
read
looking at it and like he said Saudi. I was like, whoa.
ESPN done us dirty, fam, because when you saw that headline at ESPN, you thought, oh, the fight's been done, and then for them to just say, oh, the contracts go well.
Oh yeah, it's even saying according to Hearn. Oh my day.
What did ESPN even say when you read that thing?
They said fight set. I was like, what? I was like, whoa, is it actually happening? But you know what it is? These promoters, they're doing back and forth. I just want to see it now and have Fury and AJ say what they have to say, do their war of words. They've already kind of started. I see
that
AJ
press
and
tour will be phenomenal.
It will be still.
Fury's going to rattle him. Absolutely. I think AJ should not engage in that verbal battle with Fury. That's what I would
Yeah,
say.
you can't win that one.
Yeah, you can't, to be honest.
He should not engage in that because if he does,
the only way to keep his standing is he just says, keeps it short and sweet. That says the truth, like it comes with facts. Like, yeah, basically he has his words ready pre-thought.
yeah, don't come with anything that
Like,
you're
say
gonna.
the facts like, you fought Klitschko, blah, 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 didn't give a rematch, you went on this, that, you went on drugs, blah, 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 disappeared, that sort of stuff. He just talk about that stuff. He talk about, also, the banned substances, blah, 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 this is that.
That's what you should talk about.
Just keep it short and sweet, factual.
Because even the last time when he was talking with Big Baby that time, I remember that conference. It was just, I just don't know what AJ was. AJ
He said, I'm your landlord.
I'm like, whoa.
I like that one.
I'm your landlord. That was a good one still.
But it was
He said, I'm
saying
your
some other
landlord.
things. I was like,
I'll pay your
boy.
mum's rent.
Yeah. Nah. But Fury, he's just off the cuff. Like, he's just a troll. Like,
Yeah.
Fury's that one guy in school you don't want to get into a cussing argument because he just has so many things.
And the funny thing is, Fury's the kind of guy, even if it doesn't land, he would just say it over and over again to get into your head.
And his antics and stuff, like, Fury just, he's just a elite troll. He just goes the extra mile. I mean...
The more I think about it, I think AJ has more and more of a chance. But
AJ's my favourite, to be honest.
I don't have him. I think Fury's got... The reason why I have Fury over AJ, I think Fury has more to his game. I've seen Fury fight in more different ways to a higher level than I've seen AJ do it. But I believe that AJ has... There's something inside AJ that he can do it. I think AJ believes. It's not like AJ goes into the fight and he doesn't believe. Like, he believes. He truly believes that he's better than him. And that's something to take away. I don't think Wilder ever believed he's better than Fury. Wilder ever... Yeah, he didn't ever
I think
believe.
Wilder believed too much. He believed too much in his right hand.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, he did believe in his right hand.
Wilder believed in his hype. He literally,
he
he was
too good.
Yeah, he was saying how his grandma said from young, he was anointed.
Anointed his right hand.
Man said he can never lose. Nah, he believed his own hype. He got too delusional. That's why he's come out with all these excuses because he can't accept that.
He lost.
Yeah.
I think it's Fury even beat it. The first time they fought, and Fury was looking lost.
Trust me.
He looked lost,
After
and he still nearly won.
After that first fight, that should have given Wilder the wake-up call he needed.
No, literally.
That should have given the wake-up call. Because if he was... I don't know what the people in his camp were saying, because if he was logical in assessing a fight, he would have realised that he got away with one because he actually lost the fight. And he'd be like, cool, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's work on a few things.
Just had yes men. He had yes men in his camp.
You know what I mean?
Yes, man.
And the only one that wasn't, he sacked him.
Yeah, Mark brilliant.
The funny thing is, I think he believed more because when he knocked Fury down, he was like, yes, the right hand still works. He was like, regardless of whatever happens, Fury did this for this amount of rounds.
Slow count.
Yeah.
But Fury got up. I mean, he should have... If he assessed the fight, like I said, logically, it was basically those 2 rounds he knocked him down, and maybe one other round he might have won. Say after that, he got outboxed the whole entire fight.
He did still.
And, he should have looked into those things. Maybe he didn't expect Fury to come, all guns blazing, and, press the action in the second fight.
But Fury unlocked something in the last round where he was like, oh, if I fight on the inside, Wilder actually can't... He can't get the right... He can't unleash it.
Wilder has no back foot game.
Yeah, he couldn't unleash it. So it was
he didn't know what to do. He was just backtracking, just didn't know where to go, didn't know how to bounce off the ropes. It was just all over the place.
That's why I said if AJ fights Wilder, I think he deals with him. He flogs him properly.
See, I think AJ could lose that, but I back him to beat Fury.
I think AJ flogs Wilder. Absolutely,
He could.
I think
He could easily.
because
He
AJ
could
can come inside.
He could easy, but AJ doesn't really have great head movements. So like, if he was coming on the inside and Wilder just decided to launch that right, it could be. But yeah, I would Yeah, it would be close, to be honest, but I wouldn't be surprised if AJ battered him as well.
Yeah,
That kind of thing.
I would favour AJ, but like Ace said, Wilder with that right hand, AJ's lack of head movement, especially compared to a Fury, that could be a recipe for disaster. And you know,
If it's the head movement thing, then White isn't. It's curtains for White then.
What, then White?
Yeah, because White got literally his head is as stiff as a pole, basically.
Yeah, White doesn't have great head movement as well, to be fair.
yeah, but even
But
Wilder.
he doesn't.
Yeah,
But Dylan White's got a good jab.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Wilder's got a decent jab when he wants to use it.
Yeah, he does actually.
But AJ has more wrinkles than Wilder, more things to bring to the table. So
100%.
I would expect him, you know, he even gets inside frozen combinations,
Mm-hmm.
right, the left. I would expect to dispatch him, but there's always that threat that, you know, Wilder's rocket launcher of a right arm can cause significant damage.
It's interesting. Definitely. You know, I guess that is there anything else you wanted to talk about in boxing?
Let's get this fight signed. They said hopefully announcement in a few days. That's what needs to be done. Get this fight
They
signed.
keep
man.
talking,
Jesus'
man.
name, fam.
For it.
I wish Eddie Hearn was in charge of everything and just because he makes things happen, man. Eddie Hearn
Yes,
is
man, he's
just
trying.
every
man.
time I'm hearing something good about boxing, he's always involved.
He's trying.
He's getting literally most of the major fighters. Obviously, there's still some others out there that are not on his stable, but eventually, like if the longer Canelo stays in his stable, I believe more people from, especially on the American side. He's got a few American
100.
fighters before, like, you know, what's called Dan Jacobs, Andrade, probably some other guys. But you know, the likes
He's got
of,
Boo Boo.
huh?
He's got Boo Boo on
Yeah,
you.
maybe the likes of Tiafimo. I think he has David Haney as well. Maybe the likes of Tiafimo.
Yeah, he's got Haney.
Devin Haney. I don't think he'll get the main for boys like
Javonta.
Javante and that.
Don't worry,
maybe
just-
a Crawford.
Javante, don't get thrown to Lomachenko, boy.
Basically, the PBC guys, I don't think he'll get.
Of course.
Oh, the PBC guys.
But the guys from Bob Arum's side of things, he can start to sweep them.
Especially with this new DAZN deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the zone deal is really big. He's
Yeah.
basically gonna break Sky's, but Sky's gonna get nothing. It says,
Yeah.
well, I think they got the AJ fight though. I think they still have that.
But after that,
But after that, it's curtains. Sky
long for
just gonna have
Sky.
to better keep Premier League or it's curtains.
Thing is, annoying because Sky actually, they don't charge you ridiculous prices for pay-per-view.
DAZN isn't going to be pay-per-view.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
It's the subscriber into the app.
but I think eventually they'll bring pay-per-view
They have to.
onto the app.
Yeah, maybe for 7 fights.
Yeah, for certain fights.
There's only trying to get into the UK market, isn't it? So
That's all.
it's a big one.